Today's workforce, of course, has specific needs to securely connect, produce, collaborate from anywhere at any time. And we as individual consumers have a lot of those specific needs as well. Our next guest is the Marketing Communications Senior Advisor, and she's not old enough to be a senior, but we get the idea, right? She's got all the experience. With Dell, it's Jessica Hawley. Jessica, welcome into Tomorrow. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
It's a pleasure. We figured that since every guest on the show here from the ShowStoppers press event the night before the official opening of IFA is seen with Dell over their shoulders, we thought we should invite Dell on. They've got a lot of cool stuff here. What are you showing at IFA?
Yeah, thank you so much. We're so excited to be here. So we have a variety of new product launches that we're really excited about. Right here you can see our new XPS 13-inch 2-in-1, which is a beautiful device. We also have our Inspiron 14-inch 7000 series device and a new Vostro device. These are for small business professionals. So we have a nice variety here between consumer and small business, and I can tell you more about each of them.
Oh, by all means. And of course, Jessica mentioned see these things. And of course, if you're listening on the radio right now, have no fear. We've got video of all the radio interviews as well. So visit us at your leisure. But quickly, you want to see these cool things at intotomorrow.com and check on the IFA from Berlin, Germany posts. And you'll see Jessica from Dell and all the other cool products and great people we're talking to. You mentioned, let's start with the business model because I'm curious, and I think a lot of our audience are thinking, well, why does a small business need a different laptop than I would as a consumer?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question.
That's why I get the medium bucks. You know, I ask the I play the host. But I think that's kind of interesting that you're really dedicating a particular laptop series to help small businesses in various ways, no doubt.
Absolutely. And so we know small business professionals wear a lot of hats. They're busy people. They fulfill a lot of roles within their organization, whether it be marketing, sales, finance. They do it all. So we know they need something that's reliable, has great performance and productivity, and is also secure in that they will get all of those things at a great price point. And so that's really what we aim to do with our Vostro line. And so you see here we have our new 14-inch and 15-inch 5000 series launches. Within the Vostro line, we have our 3000s, our 5000s, our 7000s. So the 5000s are really sitting here kind of at that mainstream level, but you still get a lot of really great features. And so with productivity being important, we have the latest Intel 10th generation processors here. We also have optional NVIDIA discrete graphics. With security being important, we've incorporated a lot of great security features. We have an optional fingerprint reader on the power button.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so it's really easy to log in.
On the power button.
On the power button, right? So
who would have thunk it? Well, Dell.
Right.
There you go.
Just like small business professionals, the power button wears many hats too. So.
Yeah. Good one. I like that.
So we have that optional fingerprint reader, so it's really easy and fast and secure to log in via that. We also have hardware TPM 2.0, which is a hardware-based encryption. So unlike software encryptions that are vulnerable to attacks by malware, we have this hardware-based encryption. So a really nice security feature there for our small businesses.
And to have things like that built in to a computer just makes so much more sense because attacks are coming from every which way. So now protect from the hardware level. I like that.
Exactly, and it's just easy. You know, for a small business professional, it's one less thing to think about.
And we have a lot of folks in our audience that are SOHOs, small office, home office, small business folks, entrepreneurs that are doing things. Give us a price range from and to, more or less, that this series is?
Yeah, I think this series is roughly going to be starting at $500-ish US dollars.
That's very affordable. I'm thinking you're going to tell me, well, they're about 1,000 and up. You know, well, but to start at 500 to help a small business owner, you've taken their concerns at heart, and I think that's awesome.
Exactly.
Cool. Now let's get into some of these cool consumer models as well. Talk about that.
Sure. So here we have a product from our XPS line and our Inspiron line. And our XPS line is really our premium consumer product line. You are just getting a flawless experience here with the XPSs. They are paying attention to every single detail and really innovating on them and making sure that you're having the best experience possible. Our Inspiron product line is really our mainstream consumer product line. So you're really getting a broad and diverse set of products, everything from our 3000, which is more entry level, to what I have here, a 7000, where you're getting a lot of really nice high-end features that come standard. And so it's also a great line here that we have. The two products that we have are both really fun. And so with our XPS 13-inch 2-in-1, we've made a lot of really great innovations on this device. All of our XPS devices, we're so proud of the displays. We put a lot of effort into making sure you have a great experience there.
It looks spectacular.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, just right off the bat, you can look and see the beauty. What's really cool about this new display is that it's a 16:10 aspect ratio, which means it's bigger than the previous generations. It's 7% bigger and has almost 1 million more pixels. So you're really getting a great front of screen experience with this device.
And it's so nearly edge to edge that you're not wasting any space. We're getting that full, rich display that we're hoping for.
And it's just a beautiful design with those really thin infinity edge bezels there.
Yeah, and yet still room for a camera. So you got a webcam, of course.
Yes.
You want that. So.
Webcam at the top, very important.
Oh, very nice. The whole idea of thin and light in the laptop industry has taken hold, but these are awesome because we really are talking about, if I can close one up so Chris can get a good look here, that this is not only thin but extremely light as well. And they just look spectacular. I mean, it's the kind of thing you wouldn't mind carrying easily in a backpack or just tuck it under your arm, whatever the case. And yet all the features that one would expect, obviously.
Oh, absolutely. This device is actually has 2.5 times more performance than the previous generation in an 8% thinner form. So more performance and even thinner. So
and I'm assuming battery life is exceptionally improved over the years too.
Yeah, battery life is always important to us. So we want to make sure that on all of these devices you have a great battery life, particularly with these small devices, because they're great for taking with you on the go.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And so easy to do. And people think, but I use my smartphone for everything. And we think, no, not for everything. Because when you get serious about it, whether you're a small business owner or not, having a laptop fully functioning with a great processor and that great screen size makes your life so much easier, and it might just be for entertainment even, for that matter, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's all about the full package. So you want something that's thin and light, but also is going to perform at the highest level. And you mentioned entertainment. We know that's a huge use case now, streaming movies, television shows. And so, again, we want to make sure that we have that great display so that you really enjoy the color, the sound, the way that the creator intended. So we have really great Dell Cinema features on both of these that enhance the color, enhance the sound, optimize the streaming experience. So it's really prioritizing that video traffic, and you're not getting lags and buffers.
And all part of Dell Cinema too, to make your experience that much more exciting. Where do you see, Jessica, this whole industry heading into tomorrow, if you will? Because I mean, as thin and light as they are, the great processing and so forth, the storage capabilities. What have we got left to do?
Absolutely. I think you make a great point. We've made so many advances in thin and light, but as you talked about, it's all about the entire package. And so I think we see a lot of really exciting things happening in kind of the always connected space. And actually on this device here, you can see we have in some regions an optional SIM slot.
Oh,
so
cool. So let me show that to Chris as well, because everybody loves to see connections and so forth, but an optional SIM slot right there.
Yeah, and so what that means is that when you're on the go, particularly with these thin and light devices, you're taking them everywhere. So you might not have access to Wi-Fi, or maybe it costs money. And so with that, you can have sign up with a cellular provider, just like you do with your cell phone, and have access to data just like you do on your cell phone anywhere.
Love it. You want more information and you want to see more of the cool products that Jessica's been talking about, you've got to visit Dell.com. Probably the easiest website that we've been talking about all evening at this press event, especially Dell.com. Jessica, you're a delight to chat with. We have got to get you on more frequently because you keep coming out with cool new things that we have to talk about.
Oh, I would love to. We'd love to be back.
Terrific. Well, we'd love to have you as well. Dell.com. We'll link you there as well when you hit us up at IntoTomorrow.com. Meantime, I'm Dave Graveline, bringing you further into tomorrow from IFA in Berlin, Germany. Our 17th year here. We couldn't be prouder in our 24 years on the air. Always our most favorite remote broadcast is IFA in Berlin. And there's more coming up right here on the Advanced Media Network.